Some people have amazing abilities comparable to real-life superpowers. Today's video is on 5 people with actual superpowers.
Number 5. The Man of Rubber. Daniel Browning Smith, also known as Rubber Boy, is the most flexible person in the world. Smith was born in 1979, and he was born with a rare genetic condition called hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. This condition allows his joints to bend and dislocate in unbelievable ways. The syndrome is usually associated with severe pain in the muscles and joints, but Smith is an anomaly, as he has experienced little pain throughout his life. This has allowed Smith to master his contortion skills. As a child, Smith showed his superhuman flexibility to his parents and friends, who were baffled by his ability to contort. From there, Smith took to the streets and performed for anyone who would watch. When Smith turned 18, he joined the Bindlestiff Circus. From there, he studied contortion at the San Francisco School of Circus Arts under the renowned contortion master Lou Yi. Smith holds a total of 7 Guinness World Records. He earned his first world record in 1999 for the fastest time getting into a locked straitjacket. From there, he earned another record for the most contortionists in a box. But his lifelong dream came true in 2007 when he was granted the coveted world record of the world's most flexible man. To achieve this world record, Smith dislocated both his arms and legs and turned his torso 180 degrees. Number 4. Memory Man. Alex Mullen is a millennial with an extraordinary memory. In fact, he is considered to have the best memory in the world. His ability to memorize sequences and patterns quickly by far supersedes the average human being. In fact, his extraordinary memorization skills is the stuff of real-life superpowers. Mullen was born on March 3, 1993. During high school, he didn't really use his unique memory skills, choosing instead to play a variety of non-memory related sports. However, after high school, Mullen decided to put his memory to the test. He began training and then competing in memory sports. Since then, Mullen has competed in and won the World Memory Championships, not once, but 3 times. In 2015, he became the first American to ever win the championship. During the final round, Mullen had to memorize the order of an entire deck of cards, and he had to do it in 23 seconds. Mullen did it with ease and completed the task in only 21.5 seconds. From there, Mullen went on to win the 2016 and the 2017 World Memory Championships. He has held the world record for 12 different memory sports, including the Guinness World Record for most decimal digits memorized within an hour. He was able to memorize 3,029 digits. Number 3. Stomach of Steel. If Michael Lotito were a superhero, he could simply open his mouth and swallow his enemy. Michael Lotito has a stomach of steel, and he has spent his life eating anything and everything that most people couldn't possibly digest. Lotito was born in 1950, and he began eating unusual objects when he was just a teenager. The reason for his unusual appetite is due to a rare eating disorder called pica. Pica is a psychological disorder that causes people to develop an appetite for things that are not food-based. Lotito was diagnosed with this rare condition when he was a teenager. Lotito began eating strange, non-food-based objects, but the really amazing thing is that he was able to digest them. Doctors soon discovered that Lotito has an incredibly thick stomach lining, which allowed him to consume sharp objects without being harmed. He also has very powerful digestive juices, which meant that his stomach was able to break down objects that other people couldn't. Lotito dedicated his life to performing and showcasing his unique superhuman ability. He has been nicknamed Monsieur Mange-Tout, or Mr. Eat-It-All. Lotito claims that he is not harmed by things that are poisonous or that would be fatal if consumed by other people. Some of the strange things he has eaten include metal, glass, rubber, a shopping cart, a television, a computer, a waterbed, a chandelier, and a coffin. But the strangest thing that Lotito has consumed was an entire Cessna 150. It took him 2 years to eat the entire Cessna, and he did this by breaking it down into small pieces and eating 2.2 pounds per day. Over the course of his life, it's estimated that Lotito has eaten upwards of 9 tons of metal, along with copious amounts of other indigestible materials. Lotito holds the Guinness World Record for strangest diet. Number 2. Superhuman Sight. Veronica Sider possesses the sort of superhuman sight that is usually only the stuff of superheroes. Sider was born in West Germany in 1951, and she had a fairly normal childhood. In fact, it wasn't until university that her overly heightened sight was thoroughly studied. While she was a student at the University of Stuttgart in 1972, Sider began claiming that she could see things that other people couldn't. According to Sider, she could see the details of objects that were up to a mile away. Now, the average scale of human vision is 20/20, which means that the average person can see things 20 feet away. So Sider and her claims was met with skepticism from the scientific community. However, her eyesight was scientifically tested, and it was confirmed that Sider had extraordinary sight. Sider could see very small details on objects at extreme distances. She could see the features on someone's face and the delicate pattern of their clothes at a distance of 1 mile away. She could even make out and separate the colors on a television set, even when the TV was very far away. It was revealed through these tests that Sider's eyesight was actually around 22, meaning that she could see 20 times better than the average person. Her eyesight has been compared to a telescope. And although scientists believe that her rare and superhuman eyesight was likely the result of a genetic mutation, no one has really been able to confirm exactly what causes this incredible eyesight. Sider is the only person ever reported to have this ability in the history of the world. Sider holds the Guinness World Record for smallest visible object. Number 1. The Iceman. Wim Hof has the ability to withstand incomparably cold conditions, which has earned him the nickname the Iceman. Hof, who was born in April 1959, has dedicated his life to showing off his superpower. He is an extreme athlete that holds a number of world records. He has the superhuman ability to survive in cold climates where an average person would get hypothermia. As a testament to his superpower, Hof attempted to take the world's longest ice bath in 2001. He was successful as he sat in a bath full of freezing water for 1 hour and 52 minutes. Hof also beat the cold by completing a marathon in Finland where the temperatures dropped to -4 degrees Fahrenheit. Hof ran the marathon wearing only his shorts. Hof also holds the Guinness World Record for the longest swim under ice. Hof swam 188 feet under ice at a lake near Pelo in Finland. The water was so cold that his eyes actually froze, and he was swimming blind before he was removed from the water. Hof holds the record for prolonged full-body contact with ice, which he has actually broken himself 3 times. His last record-breaking time was in 2009, when his entire body came in contact with ice for 1 hour and 44 minutes. Hof set the record for longest barefoot half marathon on ice and snow in 2007, when Hof ran for 2 hours and 31 minutes across the ice. Hof also climbed Mount Everest to an altitude of 23,600 feet in 2007, wearing nothing but shorts and shoes. How does Hof do it? Hof believes that it's all about his technique. While in frigid temperatures, Hof engages in a series of techniques that he has named after himself, called the Wim Hof method. The method involves frequently exposing himself to the cold, hyperventilating, and meditation. By breathing quickly in cold conditions, Hof is able to essentially hyperventilate, which raises his heart rate, spurs adrenaline in his body, and increases his body heat and circulation. He believes that this allows him to beat the cold. Honorable mention. The following superpowers are amazing in their own right, but they didn't quite make the list. Lightning-fast reflexes. Isao Machi is a super skilled martial artist. He is a Japanese Aido master, and he has the fastest reflexes in the world. He was born in 1973, and he dedicated his life to learning and enhancing his craft. Machi has shown off his superhuman reflexes a number of times, earning himself several Guinness World Records. Machi holds the world record for the fastest 1,000 martial arts sword cuts, the most martial art katana cuts to one mat, the fastest tennis ball cut by sword, and the most sword cuts to straw mats in 3 minutes. And finally, Scott Flansburgh, also known as the human calculator, is able to do math faster than a calculator. Guinness World Records has listed Scott Flansburgh as the world's fastest human calculator. In 2003, Flansburgh showed what he was capable of when he added the same number to itself 15 times faster than someone who was using a calculator. His incredible abilities to add numbers at lightning speed has garnered Flansburgh a lot of attention. He has appeared on several talk shows and online interviews where he stuns audiences with his special mathematical superpower.
I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to subscribe for more and check out some of our previous uploads.